What's up, you guys? I'm Dan. This is Frugal Not Cheap. This is Max, and today we're going to do some Model S tips and tricks. Alright, so again, we're going to go through a few tips and tricks today for the Tesla Model S. And I think the first one that we'll do, and a lot of these will be focused on music, because I really love listening to music in the car, is hopefully you can see on the screen, but instead of swiping down the music, which can be a little tricky, you've got to do it in steps before you can finally get that part to go away, is you can just tap the music icon on the bottom bar, and that'll quickly get the music screen to go away regardless of what size you have it at. So boom. So that's a lot easier. The next big thing is that I have a Samsung solid state drive in the car. You can use the USB flash memory also, but it tends to not work really well over long periods of time. So I would recommend if you want to play music in the car with the best quality possible, that you get a solid state drive. And I'll put a link in the description to the one that I got off of Amazon below. It wasn't cheap, but it does two things. It will allow us to both play music off from the drive, but then also to run Sentry mode, because you need some memory storage in order to run the dash cam and Sentry mode. And what you can do is you can just partition the drive into two parts. So I have the drive split in half of it for the dash cam and half of it for music. And so I'm able then to get all of my my Sentry mode events saved, to have the dash cam work, so you just honk if you want that to start working, which is pretty cool. And then we also have, of course, the music. So on this point of getting the solid state drive, why do I do that? Well, the thing is, if you're using the built-in streaming, so if you're just using the normal streaming service that comes with the Tesla, the quality is, it's okay, but it's still pretty low. Better than that is Spotify. I've also got like I paid maybe $9 or something for 3 months of Spotify, so I tried that. Even then the quality wasn't all that great though, it is limited. Better than that, so the next level up would be to Bluetooth over your phone. So I'm actually going to connect my phone here right now. Hopefully that won't, well, actually maybe I won't do that because it might screw up this recording. We're recording on the phone. But so the next best thing would be, yeah, to stream over Bluetooth. But even then, the AAC Bluetooth connection is only going to be so good. Whereas if you're using a USB, then the music is much better. Now, there are some trade-offs to playing music over USB. One of those you can see right here is that we don't have any album art. So we used to have album art working on USB. It's been broken since I think around November of either 2019 or 2020. I don't remember, but it's been probably 2020. But yeah, 2020. So it's been almost a year now and they haven't fixed this feature. Hopefully in future updates, they're going to do that. But I know that us USB streaming people are kind of the minority, but it just makes the sound so much better. One of my favorite things to do, besides just driving around listening to music, is sometimes I'll just come in the car and sit down and listen to music, because it's just such a nice experience, because you're in this, sound stage that was kind of designed, and you've got the music coming from all around. It's just an awesome thing. So highly recommend that. So one problem though with the USB again is the lack of artwork. Although even, by the way, using streaming music over Bluetooth from my phone, I would have missing artwork when I was streaming off of the music player, that like local files on my phone using the phone's music player. If I was using Spotify or something like that, the artwork was fine. But if I was doing it, streaming it off of again, local files on the phone or the music player, sometimes I still had artwork problems where it would show the wrong artwork for a song, just because it couldn't find one on the internet. I don't know, it's a weird thing. So there are all kinds of little glitches. Software's not perfect. Another one of those glitches, and one of the drawbacks of using USB, is that when you get in the car, the music doesn't start playing right away. So you can see that it's not playing right now, and I just opened the car and got in. So how do we get music to play back? This is a really kind of a funny trick. But basically, if the car thinks that you've left and come back in, now that the screen's booted up, then it will resume playback, right? Because the problem is it didn't resume playback before because it was in deep sleep. But now the car's awake. So if you can get it to kind of like redo its, oh, I'm getting in the car thing, then it'll start playing again. So a quick and dirty way to do that is you open the door, then you get your butt off of the seat, so it thinks that you're out of the seat, then close the door again, and now it thinks, oh, there's no one in the car. But then if I sit back down, music playback starts once again. All right, so yeah, we're playing a little Shakira in here. And while we're there, another thing to note is one reason why I have the volume relatively loud is that I don't think the sound system in this Model S, I have, by the way, the basic sound system, not the upgraded sound system in the 2017 Model S. It sounds a lot better when you give it enough volume. And that was a similar thing that I had with my Acura TSX as well, that the music sounded, yeah, pretty good at lower volumes, but at higher volumes, I don't know, everything just kind of woke up and started sounding a lot better. And in this car, I find that I need to play it at least in the 7s, probably like, yeah, at least in the 7s or the low to mid 8s in order to get the best sound, depending on which song I'm playing and how much volume's kind of the default volume on that song or what have you. I don't think there's great volume leveling with this system. So those are a few tips and tricks here related to the music and how to, you know, make USB audio work so you can have the best audio experience, again with a couple of drawbacks, but one workaround here to get playback to resume when you get in the car. All right, the next thing is about superchargers. So I didn't know this until recently, but if we want to go to a nearby supercharger, so we'll take a look at this the supercharger here in Plano, kind of almost near Frisco area. And the thing that I didn't know is that actually you can get more information about the amenities. So you can see here, it says there's a restroom and there's restaurants and coffee and maybe some groceries and Wi-Fi. But if I click there, then it kind of jumps in and lets me know, okay, what are the places here? So we can see here it's talking about these shops at Legacy where I can do some shopping and stuff. So let's try one more time to take a look there and see how about the restaurants, right? So we click the restaurants and now look, all of the different restaurants show up and I can see what's actually available and then I can navigate directly to them as well. So it's pretty useful actually. You can see all of those restaurants right here nearby. So really, really pretty cool. Nice little trick. Okay, so what we're going to do now is head off on a little trip. I'm just picking up a prescription and I'll be able to show you a couple more tips and tricks. All right, so this tip is really a kind of a bonus tip just for people that have Navigate on autopilot. I know not everyone has either the enhanced autopilot package or the full self-driving package, but I'm going to enable sort of the navigation here. And the tip is lane changing. So for a long time, I was clicking the lane change stalk all the way up, and it changes lanes just fine for you, but then you have to unclick the stalk, right? So that's a pain. And what I found out actually is that it's much easier just as if you were going to do just the signal a lane change rather than like turning your stalk the full way. So just kind of tap up the stalk, then it'll do the lane change, and once the lane change is complete, it will turn off the signal automatically, and then you don't have to mess with the stalk again. So nice little tip for those that have Navigate on autopilot on their car. So I've stopped here in front of Starbucks to show you another tip and trick that's really good for apartment dwellers like me, where you can't get a Wi-Fi signal to the car. So I'm here in front of Starbucks. You can see we could theoretically connect to Starbucks Wi-Fi, but actually what happens is there's a login screen, and the Tesla software right now, I think, I don't know, for security reasons maybe they haven't figured it out yet, but hopefully they will. You can't sign in through those screens. But there is a workaround, at least on my phone. So this may not work on your phone, but it does on mine. is I've got a Note 20 Ultra, by the way, in case you have one of those, and you can log on to the Starbucks Wi-Fi on the phone and then turn on the mobile hotspot. And I've tested this numerous times for software updates, and it doesn't use any cellular data. So it really will get the data from the Wi-Fi on your phone, then the phone will send the data to the car, and it's all done through the Starbucks Wi-Fi. So you don't have to worry about using your cellular data. A great way to get the updates done if you don't have an unlimited data plan, and I don't. I use Google's Fi, used to be called Project Fi, but Google Fi cell phone service, which is awesome, and you pay by gigabyte. So, you know, I'm able to keep my bill down, oftentimes to just $25 a month or so, to have good LTE service. Yep, so good tip for apartment dwellers here. And now I'm going to go get my prescription, and we'll head on home. Be right back, Max. Love you. We've got one last tip and trick here, which is how to get the charge port open on the Model S if the button on your doohickey isn't working, which mine doesn't, unfortunately. Yep, nothing happens. I got this one used and I don't know, just not working. But if you push on the trunk area of the key fob and hold it, then the charge port pops open and we can go ahead and get a charge. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you liked today's video, do hit the like button. Consider subscribing, it really helps out the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.